So, hello everyone. This is She's Connected SA. My name is Petro, and I'm speaking to Juliet from Yoni Eggs, South Africa today. Hi, Juliet.
Hi, Petro. How are you?
Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to finally get you online. I know that we've been struggling all morning to get this going. And for anybody that's going to use Google Hangout for interviews, what can we say? You know, like you have to download apps all the time. So I know that there are people that's been online since 11 o'clock to watch the interview, but we apologize that sorry. So, but it's tech, and we have to go with the times. So Juliet, Yoni Eggs. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, indeed.
Oh my goodness. You know how difficult it is to get them into South Africa? I've been trying to get it in from America with the booklets from Sahida Desolé, and it's not possible. Like she's got this issue with getting them through to everyone on this side.
Yeah, it seems that happens with quite a few like online businesses. You know, not everyone wants to send to South Africa. I suppose things go missing, and then then they have to replace or whatever. So some people just will not ship here, which is a bit frustrating.
Yeah,
but
so
I was looking for them here, and that's why I couldn't find them, which I found unbelievable. And then I thought, well, I'm sure I'm not the only woman here who wants them, so I'm going to bring them in.
No, all of us want. Everybody should have. Like everyone should.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think like the moment a girl comes of age and starts, her womanhood. Her cycle,
very much so.
She should know about this, don't you think?
Totally. Yes. I mean, it already, even if a woman is younger and she's not sexually active, it's actually an amazing way to create a really healthy relationship with your body and your sexuality, and prepare you for a healthy sexual life later on. So yes, it's really important. It can be used from any age, from puberty up to. It's limitless, so amazing.
Yeah, I must say, like, I'm discovering a whole new world of women and feminine and, and the things that are out there all for us. So it's amazing to, when I heard about you, I was like, email, I have to get in contact with you, we have to connect. And I'm so happy that this is the first interview also for She's Connected SA. So I hope to be speaking to more women such as yourself, who are out there getting everything ready, bringing things in for us.
I was at a lovely it's a pleasure. I was at a lovely women's gathering in Cape Town last weekend called Women of the Earth, and there were so many women who are doing this sort of like sexual healing work and sexual awakening work. There's Yoni steaming is going everywhere now, and there's womb yoga and womb work, and it's beautiful. So it's beautiful. It's definitely women are taking control of this area of their health, which is really important because it's incredibly misunderstood and incredibly neglected. So it's great that it's happening.
Yeah, and it's natural, that's what I like about it as well. So I just want to show everybody. So I've got this is a little egg, and we have them. I'm going to have you introduce them, but I've got 3. So I'm just going to show all of them because I'm so happy. This is what they look like. So Juliet, let's talk about the Taoist practice. Where does this whole thing come from?
It's a very old practice. It's about 5,000 years old, and it comes from the Taoists, as you say. It was originally, which they were in China, obviously, and it originated there actually in the royal courts at that time. It was only the women and of the court and the empress who were actually privy to this, the knowledge about using this practice. And it was to enable them to have good sexual health and to remain vibrantly sexually active until an older age. And then obviously it spread out from there. And then I'd say probably over the last 20 years, it's become a lot more common in the West. And now, as you say, now it's taking off, So it's an amazing, amazing tool. I mean, the Taoists were incredible. They thought things through extremely well. And their system of health is the most holistic system I've come across. It's incredible.
Amazing. And when did you discover the Yoni eggs? Like when, how long ago?
Not that long, probably about, I'd say about maybe, 8 or 9 months ago, I would say. And I actually heard about them from a holistic sex and relationship coach called Kim Anami.
Yeah.
And she does a very good sales job on the jade eggs. So I was very interested, and I wanted to see whether I could find out more and find some here. And then when I couldn't, as I say, I thought, well, every woman should want one of these, surely. So let me just bring them in. Yeah. And then I went into the work of Saida Desolé, who you mentioned earlier. She's been working with them for about 20 years, and she's amazing. And her knowledge on the subject is incredible. So I've learned a lot from following her teachings as well.
Yeah, she is incredible. Yeah, I still want to connect with her online and see if I can do an interview with her, because I think it's so important to share what she knows. You know, she's devoted her whole life to it, and I just get excited and I feel like light when I talk about this, and I just want to acknowledge, acknowledge that being, that energy coming through for us now. So and it's I feel so blessed, to be speaking to you. So I've got 3 eggs with me. This one I have in a set of 3. So explain to me the sizes.
Yes.
Everyone.
Okay, so the idea of the sizes is that you start with a larger size, and then as the muscles become stronger and more sensitized, you then move down through the sizes. There are many jade egg teachers, however, who only ever work with a medium egg, and that appears to be equally beneficial. And I must say that most of the time nowadays I'm using a medium egg all the time, pretty much all the time. But it is nice to experiment with the 3, and I think especially if women have had children, then they feel more confident starting with a larger egg and then taking it up from there. So it very much depends, it's a personal preference. I don't think there's anything definitely set about this process at all. It's just whatever feels right to you.
And also the products, like the actual stones that they come in. Do you want to talk to me a little bit about the various stones?
Yeah, I've got 3 different stones at the moment. The one that the sets of 3 are in, and I've also got it in medium, are called Yunying'S jade or serpentine jade. And that's an amazing stone for hormonal balance and relieving tension and awakening the Kundalini energy. Then I've also got another type of jade called Nephrite Jade. It's a much heavier stone. It's a dark green stone, very dark green stone. And that is very good for celebration of physicality, for enjoying being in these physical bodies. Very good for creating harmonious relationships. And also good for it's also an amazing abundance stone. So that's the Nephrite Jade. And then there's the rose quartz, which is such a beautiful stone. It's obviously so feminine and soft and very calming and very, very good at helping us release all those stuck emotions. Like fear and shame and guilt and whatever it is, whatever trauma there is that we're holding in this area of our bodies, rose quartz is really beautiful for that. So those are 3. I will bring some more in, but that's what I've got right now. It's wonderful to be able to work with them all for different reasons.
Amazing. I'm such a big fan of what we have on earth, and what's been given to us to use to heal our bodies and our to be expanded be expanded human beings. Juliet, these stones for me, especially if you look at people who have gone through sexual trauma or sexual violence, this is so important to share this with women out there, to teach them that there's a different means, how you can release it through breathing and working, really loving, connecting your yoni to the heart, and then just really loving yourself through that experience. Have you come across women? Do you want to say?
Go on. No, you go.
Have you come across women that you've worked with who have had trauma?
Yes, there certainly are. And, even if women haven't had anything, any severe degree of trauma, sexual abuse or whatever, trauma gets stored in very different reasons. And, it can even have been through having a difficult childbirth or abortion or miscarriage. We also tend to, it just makes us shut down. And we also tend to shut down our sensuality and our sexuality by, through societal conditioning and programming, from being made to feel ashamed of our sexuality. That's such a common thing. And I come across loads of people who struggle with that, most women. And then And then there are also just the patterned response to our life, what we observe around us, just not feeling like it's safe to open up our softest, most vulnerable side.
Yeah.
So there are all those things, and stones are really amazing for healing those sort of things, and also just the fact that you are actually connecting with that area of your body again, because a lot of women really do have numb, disconnected vaginas.
Yes,
they have completely and utterly shut that away because
Yeah.
it's just too traumatic or too difficult to deal with.
Yeah.
And it's taboo. It's not something that we're normally hanging around talking about. So it's great now, the work that's going on, because women are actually starting to talk about it, and it's going to become more and more normal, which is exactly what it is.
Exactly. What I find is the more women connect with their yoni is vagina, yoni.
Yes.
The more we
Yoni,
connect,
vagina,
yes.
womb.
So just for anybody who's still like trying to figure out what yoni means, the more we connect with our lady parts, and the more we sort of like step into that power, I find that the less and less you need pills or doctors or psychologists or the wrong relationships or the wrong people in your life, because you're really owning who you are as a woman.
Healthy sexual energy. I mean, it opens up a whole realm of creativity and pleasure and joy and abundance, and spiritual connection. That if you've shut that off, then you're very much compromising your entire life. And it's not, like I say, it's not something that's well understood. So now more and more, with it being spoken about, and the dialogue that's going on between women nowadays, it's incredible, because people are actually starting to join the dots and go, okay, well, that explains a lot.
It does. Oh, Juliet. Oh, this is so amazing. I mean, I'm so happy. How long does a practice take? Because obviously, like what I've been doing is I've been using the eggs, but just really holding it.
Yeah.
And it's difficult to get, because you go online and you get everything else, and Sarita's got the whole practice on DVD that she's selling to people. Is there somebody in South Africa that is here showing women how to use it?
There is actually a Jade Egg workshop run by Shakti Milan, which is happening on the 14th of March in Cape Town in the evening. It's a Monday. It's a Monday evening.
Yeah.
If you go to her site, shaktimalan.com, you'll find details of that.
Okay.
I'm sure she'll be talking about exactly how to use them. And then there's a friend of mine actually who she used to teach belly dance, and she's just starting to put a whole series together of how to move, incorporating belly dance moves with a jade egg, which would be amazing. Nothing too vigorous to start off with, because you might lose your egg, but but she's got very good knowledge. It happens. But she's got a very good knowledge of the body and how the muscles work, and that's going to be a really interesting thing to watch out for. And there'll be a lot more of that on my site and on my Facebook page in future.
You know what?
Go on. So there is. I was just going to say, and there is very good. There's very good stuff online too. I mean, Saida's also got a book out called Emergence of the Sensual Woman. There's a link to it from my resources page on my website, and that's another thing which gives, I think, about 60 different exercises at the back, and goes very deeply into the sort of Taoist side of it as well. So
like when I received the eggs, I had no idea what to do with it. I was like, oh my goodness. So now I have it, but now what do I do with it? And those beautiful flyers of yours, I've given it to people, I've shared it with people, I've shown them the eggs, and everybody's quite excited about it. But yet there's that question, like, how do we go about it? So I'd be very interested to see what you come up with next, as in how you practice. If we can be of a contribution in any way to you and your business, then that would be great.
Fantastic. Also, I just wanted to say, I think when I sent you your first lot of eggs, I sent you them without the instruction leaflet, because now they do actually come with a short instruction leaflet.
Is it fantastic?
There's a lot more information on my site as well. Also, there are diagrams on the site which show you, but it's only the 3 most sort of basic exercises. So other than that, there's obviously a lot more that you can do. But there will be more and more information added as time goes on, for sure.
But Well, what I would like to do with you is I would actually like to maybe get these eggs selling out, and then get women who have bought them connecting with us online in a private hangout. And then maybe like have somebody guide us through that, you know, while everybody's sitting at home in their private space, and they can really like feel into it.
Yeah.
So if anybody's watching, get in contact with Juliet, because she's got the eggs. It is here, and she's also selling it nationwide. Where are you selling your eggs? Like in which stores?
At the moment, I'm selling them through Faithful to Nature and also Superfoods, or Rawlicious is the name of their web shop. Okay. So you can get them at either of those two places. Yeah. So and then if you look on my website under the outlets, I do add people every now and again, because there are sort of a couple of women who are now saying, well, I want to spread these to my friends. So people are doing it on a small scale, private individuals. So if you wanted to connect with one of them instead, you can find them there.
Yeah, oh, fantastic. Yeah, because so that's basically Western Cape. So you don't really have anybody else in the rest of Cape Town.
Not yet.
Oh my goodness! Shall we just invite people to contact you and just like
contact me?
Yes, just contact
them out there.
Yeah, get them out there and get them across the border. I mean, I'm from Namibia, so we can easily get them across the border that way, you know, and just like spread them into the Yonis.
I've had inquiries from Namibia and Botswana, so they're ready for them.
Amazing, Juliet. So so how does a practice normally go for you? Like, it takes about how long for you normally?
I would say, you know, probably, I mean, about 10 minutes to half an hour. But then, you know, you can also do things like, some women have found that when they first get their egg, it's actually really nice for them to put it in and then sleep with it in, which is quite interesting, because your muscle will still work on the egg, you know, even if you're lying down. Obviously not as vigorously as it will do if you're standing up, but it's a very nice way to introduce it as well. And then you can always get up in the morning and do some exercises. As I say, there are 3 very basic ones that I give you, and even if you just do those, and then maybe spend a little bit of time walking around the house or whatever. I wouldn't recommend jogging or going on a trampoline with them to start off with. No, definitely. In future, but it doesn't usually last that long if you do that kind of thing. But so it's really personal. You know, I mean, you can leave them in for, you know, several hours at a time, and it's not going to do any harm. And usually what happens is it's not actually, you know, your body will eventually will usually get, you know, drop them anyway. So you just, you know, it actually has enough. So, you know, I think it's very much just working out what works for you.
Yeah, exactly. But I would say that's a good amount, like, you know, like 15 minutes to half an hour for like a really full on moving practice. And then do you do breathing? You do breathing with that as well? Is there like a breathing?
Breathing as well. You know, I don't have anything particularly set with it, but yeah, it's just breathing and getting into that space and connecting with that area of our bodies. Yeah. And then just seeing what comes up from there. So yes, it's not, you know, I don't, apart from my, you know, the few exercises I do, you know, it's very loose, really. It just depends what you know, whatever you feel drawn to do. And as I say, there are a lot of exercises online, and there are 3 that I show you. So, you know, just check those out and then take it from there. It's quite an intuitive process.
Yeah. And Juliet, your eggs they've been selling really well. I hear that you're out of stock more often than not.
And I am at the moment.
Yeah, and you keep on having to order. So ladies, if you do want the egg, like, please be patient with her. You know, it does come from very far, and she puts a lot of effort and time into this. So if you want them, order now, then you have them by the time you need them.
Yeah.
All right.
I've actually just received a new shipment of stock yesterday. So I've got my sets of 3 in stock, and then I should have the rest of everything in stock by the end of next week. It's actually been Chinese New Year, and so everything's been very delayed. So yeah, you just need to be a little bit, just bear with me, but it's changing. I'm getting on top of it, I think.
Yeah. So Juliet, so I'm very excited, you know, like, I would like to see this grow and really like get into every home. You must have been connecting with amazing women with amazing talents and amazing skills, and I think your world's opening up to like a whole new world beyond what you thought was possible.
Is. Yeah. No, it's amazing.
So we should.
I'm loving the women I'm meeting.
they're quite spectacular. I know that there's a few of them. There's so many of them in Cape Town and South Africa, just all through Africa, really, that are coming together and really connecting in that divine feminine space and really coming together as a community and saying, well, what can we do as women to basically rise and really step into, our safe space and our power and our magnificent, like the gorgeous creatures that we are. So, Juliet, I'm going to do another interview with you again, and we are going to be speaking about this. And I'd really like to do like a private one where everybody can come in and they're connecting. You can guide them through the whole process of how to insert the egg and how to breathe and, take it from there. What is your advice to women, just in general, if you could speak to us intuitively, about what's going on right now in South Africa and on the planet for women? What would your advice be to women, just to open up a bit and really just be?
I don't know whether I could put it in a nutshell like that. I think definitely learning that that talking to one another really helps. Getting stuff out there and talking. I mean, women are good at talking to each other anyway, but I think I still think that our sexuality has been very taboo, and so it hasn't been discussed. And I think once women actually start addressing and healing that side of themselves, and there's a lot of healing can be done with gathering with other women and just spending time together and talking about those things. I think that's the healing them for women and the planet in general is completely limitless. So I would just say spend time with each other and nurture each other and talk to each other and find out what's going on for other people, because I think you'll find that a lot of women feel very isolated and that they don't actually have anything in common with, that it's just them, something's wrong with them or something strange about them. And it's so not the case. As soon as you start talking to other women, obviously we've got a lot of common ground.
We do. We have more in common than what we would like to acknowledge, I think, and
no, we certainly do.
Yeah, and we also, on that topic, thank you so much for mentioning that, because on that topic, we've got something that on She's Connected SA that I started. I said, like, take the pledge, start the conversation, ask the question. And that was, I don't know if you know about it, but, we're trying to get 1 million women to basically sign the pledge and open up to either their daughters, their mothers, their sisters, their friends, people they don't know, people in the office, just to find out what's happened to that woman. Because what I find is so many women go through trauma and we keep quiet. We keep quiet about it, and it sits there, and you go into relationships and it doesn't work in those relationships because you still have all of this that you haven't cleared, and I had to learn that the hard way. So in January, I thought, well, to hell with it. Like, I'm going to start this thing and I don't know if people are going to sign it. And women have been very quiet. They don't want to speak up. They don't want to. They still have that fear. What if I'm going to be judged, or what are other people's opinions going to be of me? Are they going to look at me differently? Am I going to be a different person? Do they think I'm going to be? Am I going to be weak in their eyes? And what I'm saying is when we can talk about things and share what we know, we can stop the violence for both men and women and children. And I'm talking specifically about South Africa because there's a high violence rate towards women and children in South Africa. And if we don't speak about it, we can't help it. And it's not to judge the other people. It's really to hold a place of love within ourselves for everyone involved. The people acting out and the people receiving the violence. So that's where I'm.
It's all just disconnected.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just disconnected people. It's not, it's not as a victim and a perpetrator. It's disconnected people, and that's brilliant. I'm going to take your pledge out.
Yes, take it and share it. And ladies, and just to recap what Juliet was saying here, is really like when you connect with that sexual energy of yours and with your yoni and with your womanhood and your body, it opens up a magic inside of you that creates opportunities for you coming your way, and that which you thought you couldn't get over or you couldn't let go of or you couldn't heal, it becomes more possible to look at things like that, you know. And I also find that if anybody's watching this and you know a bit more about the yoni, you know, please get in contact with us. We'd love to actually have a chat with you also online, and then see how we all can work together in spreading the word and getting the yoni eggs out there and getting the information out there to women. Because I know that some women, they just think of the vagina as one muscle, one piece, but there's like a whole world in there.
Yeah, no, it's a lot more to it than
know,
that.
it's not just one muscle. There's like, what is it, like 8 or 9? Like, you know, and that's direct.
I don't know the exact number. I just know, that there's, it's quite involved, and it's, you know, and it needs working, it needs exercising, it needs attention, it needs love, just like the rest of you know, everywhere else in our body, and it generally doesn't get that.
It doesn't. No, not enough. Not enough. No. Not enough. Not enough. Not enough. Yeah. So Juliet, so ladies, you can go to www.yonieggs.co.za, or is that Yoni? Yeah,
Yunying'S.co.za. Yeah.
And she's got she's got a Facebook page. She's on Skype. She's on Google Hangout now. So she's you can reach her anywhere, anytime. Just email. Do you want to give your email address quickly?
Yes, just info@yonieggs.co.za. So it's very easy.
Yeah. So connect with this amazing lady. I'm so happy that I did. I'm very excited to see where this will go, and I'm going to keep a eagle's eye watch on you to see how your business expands. And please speak to us. You know, like we can help you, and we'll be more than happy to contribute in a way that we can. If there's anything required.
Thanks,
yeah, amazing.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah. So I'm just going to show the eggs one more time. This is what this one looks like. It's so beautiful, light green, beautiful. You can give me the right names, because I don't have the right names in front of me.
Okay, that's the Yunying'S jade, or serpentine jade.
Yeah,
that's the green one.
And this is the medium one. That's the rose quartz. And then this one, I love this one.
This is lovely, the Nephrite Jade.
Yeah, so this is the Nephrite Jade.
It's actually a very, very, very dark green, but you can hardly see it on. It's very difficult to see. Yeah.
It looks black. So yes, just to honor you as a woman and as a being on this planet, and just the sacred work that you're doing right now. I'm sure that you are changing lives and making women very happy, and that's a blessing. So thank you so much.
You too.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to have this interview done. And if you have anything to share with us, please do, and we can put it online, and we'll speak to you again. And for anybody else that's listening, please connect with her and connect with us, and let's get the information out there so that you can live your divine life. Yeah.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Petru. Really appreciate it.
Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.
Yeah, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.